As we wake up to a new normal today and life is slowly grinding to a halt in America as governments from coast to coast order new restrictions in the fight against the coronavirus. Americans are buying all the food and supplies they can find, getting ready to stay at home for a long time. Business, travel, and even family relationships are all disrupted by this outbreak. Cities from New York to Los Angeles are shutting down schools, restaurants, and large gatherings to stop the spread. The number of reported cases of the virus in the U.S. is now more than 3,700, but the actual total number could be much higher.
And we expect to hear more announcements from government officials at every level throughout the day responding to the newest developments in this crisis. But we begin our coverage of the new normal in America with Mola Lenghi at New York City's Grand Central Terminal, normally bustling at this hour. Mola, good morning. What are you seeing?
Well, good morning, Tony. As you know, Grand Central Station is typically one of the busiest stations, transit hubs in the country. But of course, this is not a typical Monday morning. This is supposed to be the morning rush. But as you can see behind me, not so much this morning. Schools are closed. Businesses are following suit, and more people are working from home, which is why Grand Central doesn't exactly look like Grand Central.
A not-so-familiar sight on Bourbon Street. Late-night fun coming to a halt by New Orleans police, enforcing the city's new ban on large gatherings. But it's large gatherings converging on supermarkets across the country, causing shelves to go empty and even hour-long waits at the stores.
There's no more baby wipes, no more toilet paper, no more water.
President Trump urged calm after holding a call with major retail and grocery executives.
You don't have to buy so much. Take it easy. Just relax.
Across the country, services that millions of Americans rely on are shutting down, including restaurants, gyms, and bars. Other states are following similar measures, including Washington State, Massachusetts, Ohio, Illinois, and New York.
It is quite clear that this crisis is growing intensely.
After days of mounting pressure, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio announced the nation's largest public school system would close for at least a month, possibly the rest of the school year, impacting more than 1 million children. In California, Governor Gavin Newsom is enacting aggressive measures to protect the state's most vulnerable.
We are calling for the home isolation of all of those 65 years and older and those with chronic conditions.
Though much of the country is being told to distance themselves, doctors and nurses are on the front lines. An emergency doctor in hard-hit Kirkland, Washington, is in critical condition after catching the virus. Michael Marin is president and CEO of Holy Name Medical Center in Teaneck, New Jersey, where all 40,000 residents have been asked to self-quarantine.
It's part of why we're burning through it at a rate of about 700 to 1,000 N95 masks a day, because we want to keep our personnel safe.
The nation's top infectious disease expert is not ruling out a national lockdown.
Americans should be prepared that they're going to have to hunker down significantly more than we as a country are doing.
Well, more and more businesses continue to shutter. Ski resorts across the country are following the lead of the cruise ship industry and shutting down their operations. And in Las Vegas, MGM announced the temporary shutdown of its hotels and casinos effective tomorrow. Anthony.
All right, Mola, thank you.